Today I will take a little while to just make everyone aware about how to write emails. So those who are already using emails in the best possible manner or have undergone some kind of training to do it might be doing it very well. But there are students, those who are like growing and they need to learn to write emails, and there are very costly courses available in online portals. And over a period of time, with experience, students will learn about all that. But as of now, when they are communicating with teachers through online medium, it's very important for them to understand how to write email and how to write the introductory statements, proper catchy title in the subject, whom to do CC and whom to do BCC and whom not to do BCC, netiquettes and etiquettes. So along with my video, I am also posting the 10 important points with the template of an email, in which for each line what is the importance of each line is given. Like when you write email, the first thing is that you write the email ID of the person to be emailed correctly, so that the email does not bounce back. Now CC has to be done if there is any person who is equally responsible or is also in the team, but anybody who is not much concerned should not be CC'd. BCC is done for two purposes. One purpose is like if you are asked to put somebody in BCC so that anyone wants to know what is happening, then that person can be put in BCC. Else, if you want to put a number of email IDs together and you don't want each of them to know each other, then you can put those email IDs in BCC. So BCC stands for bracketed carbon copy, and CC stands for carbon copy, means copy to. So the first line should involve to whom you are writing, like dear sir, dear ma'am, respected sir, respected ma'am. And if the person is of your equal age, then you can write the name, surname, dear so and so, comma, and then write down the purpose of the email at first. Then write down the body of the email. And if you write a lot, a big book like email, then that means that you do not know exactly what to communicate. So it should be very crisp and short. So the main points should be written in points, so that somebody who sees the email reads it and comprehends well within no time, because nobody has time to read long emails. So whatever is the purpose of the email should be there in points. Then in the subject, if you are writing for a particular purpose, then you write down the purpose of the email, the kind of attachment there in the email, what information you are giving in the email. And if it is first time email, then write your name in the email. And if you are using somebody else's email ID, like your parents' email ID, then you should write your name in the subject and then the topic of the email, so that the person understands who is the student, because your parents' name could be different than what your name is. So teacher will not be able to understand whose email is that. Then before you send the email, check the body of the email. There is no good reason that somebody sees you writing something in wrong grammatical connotation. So the grammar, spelling and punctuation must be checked, because when somebody reads email, the person reads what you want to inform. So you know the importance of punctuation. If it is not done, the meaning changes sometimes. So use the punctuation properly. And at last, it is an etiquette to write regards or thanking you or thanks. Then write your name and your contact details. Address is not always required, but if it is first time email where some delivery has to be done, like if you're writing to a banker and all, then you can write your email and your address too. But if you're writing somebody to whom your home address is not required, you may not write your home address. You can simply write your name and your phone number. And in the ribbon number 9, if you see in the graphics, you will find that there are certain tools given for editing the text. So if you want to bold or highlight something, you can do the bold and highlighting too. You can make it italics, you can underline that, you can change the color of the text, you can change the font even. You can attach any document if you want to do. You can attach videos less than a few MBs, but bigger videos cannot be sent. Bigger videos if you want to send, then you can put that in YouTube, and the link can be sent by copying and pasting that link in the email. That's the best way. That's it. So these are the 10 points. If you follow, I think your email will be very good, and it will not be unseen. So anybody would like to see and read what you write. So this is a 21st century kind of a skill. Communication skill through emailing is very important for you all to know. Thank you.